Shalom, shalom, giving all praises to YAHAWAH, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the GMS that rule and teach well in the scriptures. Salutations for all your Akim out there that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. Uh, there's another you know, tidbit of news about Turkey and Syria. This is the Washington Post, and this is today's date. And it reads: Brussels European leaders said Monday they were facing a direct security peril from Turkey's assault on the Kurdish positions in Syria as France scrambled to protect its troops inside the country. Belgium warned that it could face terrorist attacks, and European Union foreign ministers voiced frustrations with Washington. The situation in Syria was turning into a security vortex for European countries that have long played a supporting role for the U.S. troops in combat, while the Islamic late Saturday to pull all U.S. troops from the country within weeks, leaving allies struggling to respond. Many citizens of the EU countries who joined the Islamic State have also been sitting in Kurdish-controlled prison camps in northeastern Syria. If they are released or break out, it is feared they could return covertly to Europe to carry out strikes after several years of relative quiet. It's everything's ramping up, it's building up in the spirit. And call halal Yabashim Yahushua that this plays out speedily. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3. Go to 1. This is the Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in the days and in the time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. The Lord is no longer going to allow us to be captive by Esau and the other nations. The Lord is ready to move, and he's ready to strike. Yahweh's ready to strike, to make a move on this kingdom, to reclaim it, and to give it to his son, Yahawashi, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Also, Yahawashi is going to, in turn, give it to his brethren, his kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites. So he's going to share inheritance, which is the world, with his people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But 2/3 of you, whether you be confused in the face or whether you look like who you are, 2/3 must be cut off and die. And so you won't be able to inherit the riches through the first time. You inherit the riches through the loins of your fathers. So that's just Going back to 2. I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, Israel, and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So who parted the land of Israel? Okay. It's the one that are inhabiting Israel to this day, the Palestinians, and also the Israelis. Okay. Those people are inhabiting the land of Israel to this very day, and are not God's people, but are pretenders to be God's people, the Israelis. Okay. The Palestinians got there during the time of the Crusades, basically. Okay, and they didn't leave until they didn't start leaving. Well, actually, they got pretty much bombed to death during the Balfour Declaration. So you have two different nationalities that are living in the land of Israel. They parted the land, and they're claiming it as their own. And so there's a big judgment happening, and will happen to the seed of Amalek, which are the Israelis. Okay, so three, and they have cast lots for my people. And casting lots for the people, they sitting up here bidding, bidding on the slaves. You know how they basically do 1,000 sold. Okay, they're casting lots for my people. They have given a boy for a harlot, because Esau, Edom's a bunch of faggots. They're a bunch of homosexuals by nature. Okay. And according to our law, according to the scriptures in our Bible, our book, this is forbidden. And so anything that's forbidden is taboo for them, and they like to do it. And so they've been getting away with it all this time and hasn't been judged for it. There's a huge judgment for the other nations, and there's a huge judgment for the nation of Edom. Okay. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Ye, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me in recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Okay, so you're going to give the Lord a price, or you're going to give the Lord money or substance for what you've done to the nation of Israel, the Lord's bride. The Lord is not accepting bribery. The Lord is accepting judgment, and the Lord is administering judgment. Okay? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, that's the children of Israel. Okay? The silver, the gold are the men and the women of Israel. And mainly, they're talking about the men. All right? My silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. You're bringing damnations to yourself when you take down the children of Israel and you don't treat them according to the Bible. Okay? Any nation that you want to get out of judgment. Number one, it's too late. But if you wanted to get out of judgment, and I'm talking to the other nations, and mainly Esau, Edom, if you really wanted to get out of this great judgment that the Lord has in store for you, then number one, if you're going to take the children of Israel captive, you have to administer judgment according to the book. You cannot administer judgment according to your own book. So just like certain things, the Lord loves to stack judgments. And especially on the nation of Edom. The Lord is stacking these judgments. Homosexuality, witchcraft, okay, injustice, okay, deceitfulness, okay, not paying a person due and just wages. The Lord is allowing that to be, all your sins are being stacked. All right. As a nation and as individuals. So the elites have to pay for that because they haven't paid for it. Those things are being stacked. A man is not getting paid what he's supposed to be paid. He's not able to take care of his family. He's not able to take care of himself. Okay? The soldiers that went to war, that's losing limbs, cannot take care of themselves financially. And they should be able to take care of themselves financially because they already been to your wars, Esau. They done everything that you asked them to do, Esau, Edom, and the Lord has got to judge you swiftly. Okay, when I say swiftly, he's going to come down, or it's going to be a point where you cannot go, a bounds that you cannot cross. Okay? And the Lord is speeding these things up. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And it reads, and this is red letter, so this is YAHAWAH speaking. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. The Lord is shortening these days for the elect. Lord willing, I'm a part of that. Lord willing, I be that thrashing instrument that's going to be used in the aid of YAHAWAH to take this place and rip it apart. Lord willing. Okay? And I'm going to close out there. I hope this was an edifying lesson. Giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash, and Shalom.